Quick video before I go to work. I do have on my retainer, so if I sound like I have a mouthful of spit, I do apologize. Previously I had said that I was gonna have Thanksgiving at my house since I just bought this house in March of this year, and it was gonna be kind of like a first time Thanksgiving at my house type of thing. I went out and I got myself a dining room table, which I had been putting off for a very, very long time, but I went out and I did that. And I was really, really expecting to have Thanksgiving at my house. But then, come to find out, Thanksgiving happens to fall on the 27th, which is the very same day as my niece's first birthday. So after a lot of thought and consideration, I went ahead and I told my sister, you know what, go ahead and have Thanksgiving at your house. That way it'll be like a Thanksgiving / birthday party kind of thing. And I'll just go ahead and help you financially when it comes to buying whatever, food that's necessary, be it a turkey or maybe her birthday cake, whatever like that, decorations, it doesn't matter, whatever. So that's what we planned. I'm not planning on cooking anything. Not that I can't cook, I can. I just prefer not to. And since my sister can cook and pretty well, and she likes to cook, why not? You know what I mean? I'm more of a baker. I can bake better than I can cook. I don't really, like I said, I can cook, but when it comes to frying and grilling, barbecuing, all that stuff, no, that's a little too much for me. I just don't get into that kind of stuff, but whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and help her financially. And then the new schedule for my job came out, and I saw my schedule, and I was like, well, damn. I wasn't going to be able to celebrate Thanksgiving regardless if I wanted to, because I looked at just my schedule and I saw that I was going to be working Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. So I was like, if I wanted to have Thanksgiving, let's say that Thursday, then I would have to have woken up early in the morning or whatever to get to cooking. And then once I get cooking and I'm done, I'm set for everyone to sit down and enjoy themselves, and I'm going to be like, okay, well, it's 5:30. You guys got to get out, time to clean up, do this and this and that, because I have to go to work in a couple hours. And eating all that food after Thanksgiving, you tend to be real lazy, and all you can think about is just relaxing and going to sleep. So that would be pretty difficult, and especially if I had to wake up early Thursday morning to cook and everything. By the time I'm done, I'm tired and have to go to work and stay up for 12 whole hours. It just would not happen. So I wouldn't have been able to do it Thursday. Friday, obviously, would be the same situation. Saturday, too. So the only day I would have been able to do it would be Sunday. But then to get off of work on a Saturday night, to stay up and cook all Sunday morning and the better half of the early afternoon, I would also just not be able to I wouldn't be able to make it to eat the food because I'd just be like worn out and tired. So I'm just thinking, Thanksgiving was just not in the stars for me. It was just not meant for me to do whatsoever. So I'll be looking more towards winter time, because in December, that's my daughter's birthday. So maybe I'll have something, during that time instead, seeing how November is not meant for me. But that really, really sucks. And I'm not happy with the scheduling at all, because I was like, first off, I don't work 3 days straight. I've done it maybe 3 times, but that's just because there was no one else to switch with me or whatever. But 3 days straight is not cool. And then for it to be like a holiday, and then you don't even get like the next day off. Like, I'll work a holiday, fine. But at least, the next day off would be fine. And another thing that I was just like, and I already complained about this. I don't work, I can work weekends. Because jobs I had before, we were scheduled where we would work 2 weekends out of the month, and that was fine. But this job that I started here, they have people who they contract to work on weekends, so it kind of frees up the other, us nurses. so that we work during the weekdays, and they have nurses that work solely on the weekends. So, like I was told, you probably wouldn't get called very often to work on the weekends since they have people set to work on weekends. So I thought in my mind, okay, so I'm going to have the majority of my weekends free. I'm going to have them off, and I'm going to be able to enjoy myself or whatever. And then for me to get this schedule that came out, and I'm working like every single weekend. And it's not like, like the way I did it before, if it was 2 weekends out of the month, it was like a Saturday and Sunday, like a full weekend. Not every weekend, Saturday. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way the schedule was made. Like I have this full weekend here for Thanksgiving, the next weekend just a Saturday, the next weekend after that just a Saturday, then the next weekend after that it's like a Saturday and Sunday, which I was a little ticked off about because I was like, first off, I was told that, the weekend wouldn't be like something that I would set myself up to do. Granted, there are some times when they may need you, that's fine. But they have people set to work on the weekends. So why is it that I'm working, as far as I can see it, it's every single weekend? Now I understand there's someone who took a vacation, a weekend nurse who took a vacation during that time, so everybody else got to pull the weight, and that's fine because that's the way it's supposed to be. But when to look at the schedule and see like 3 or 4 other people who are not working not one single weekend, and here I am working every single weekend, it just didn't make sense. I was just like, so why do I have to work every single weekend when these 4 people don't have not one single weekend that they're working? Why couldn't that one person over here take one of the Saturdays that they put me to work, and I could work one of their other days? And that person over there could have taken that other Saturday. So why is it me? So I don't know if maybe, the person who's doing the schedule thinks that I'm like a contract weekend person, or maybe they think like I'm in the float pool or something, and they just stick me wherever whatever, like the way the schedule is made, I just kind of feel as though like everybody else is getting what they want. Everybody's picking, like they got their first round. They're the first people in line to go through like a buffet. So they pick out everything, and then here I am. I'm the last person, and they go ahead and whatever's left over, whatever scrap, whatever that's there, that's what I end up getting. And I don't think that that's very fair at all, especially when everyone makes their own schedule. And I'm not expecting to get every single thing that I want, but it'd be nice if I could get a couple of things that I want. And when I looked at the schedule, really, I didn't see anything that I wanted there at all. Like the days that I said that I preferred to work with were Wednesdays and Fridays, because I knew I had a set babysitter for that time. It's fine. I don't mind working on the weekends, because the weekends it would be a little bit easier to find someone, because I can always put my daughter with her father on the weekends or whatnot. But at the same time, I'm not a weekend contract, so I'm not getting paid that extra money for the weekend. So it's like I'm working the weekend, but I'm not getting paid the kind of money that I should be getting paid to work on the weekends. So granted, they give you a little bit of a shift, but compared to what the actual weekend nurses get, you know what I'm saying? So I don't see how it's fair for me to work every single weekend, but I'm not getting paid what the weekend nurses get paid. I feel like that's a big jip or whatever. So I already spoke to the lady. I'm going to keep an eye out for the next schedule that comes out. And if it comes out exactly the same way, then it's just like, obviously, either she just was not listening to what I said. Maybe we had a miscommunication. She just didn't get it or whatever. Or, I'm just going to have to go to someone else who can figure out what the deal is. And maybe somebody else will be able to make the schedule. But I'm sorry, if you're going to tell me that I'm supposed to be working, if you're going to put me on a schedule to work every single weekend, then you might as well go ahead and change my job description and put me down for a weekend contract. If that's what you need somebody for every weekend, so I can get paid that, $7 difference. You know what I'm saying? That's $7 difference. That's not, $2 or whatever. It's $7. So if you're going to put me for every weekend, then give me my extra $7 an hour. Plain and simple. If that's what you need, I can do that. That's fine. But you're going to pay me that difference of $7. $7 is not chunk change. It's not little money that's lying around. It's not a penny that people just throw around and you find lying on the street all the time. $7 is a lot. Okay?